I just fixed the plastic panel thing that was missing a clip to hold it up underneath and could have gotten snagged going backwards. I have yet to re-torque down the wheels, but I verified that this, I'm not sure if you can see how this is more round and it's got this right here on it, as opposed to these have a much wider thing, as opposed to the narrow bumps, and they also are a little bit more angular at the edge. So I think maybe that's how you tell a second generation wheel apart. I do have some part numbers to compare, but the reason I'm making this video is because I noticed something that I should have noticed at delivery time. So, are you catching anything here that looks a little out of whack? Maybe if I get right up on it. It's a little hard to tell, but this side of the glass is high and the rubber is sticking out. And so this sunroof thing is essentially too low here, whereas the rear windshield is probably about the right height. So this is, I guess, a quality issue that I'm seeing in my 2023 October assembly Tesla. The only thing I previously caught was the fact that it looks to me like that sits a little too low, and then right here there's a paint defect and it kind of wraps around under, so I almost wonder if they intentionally made that sit a little low. And I guess I'm seeing here a paint defect along the edge, and I guess that's just gonna happen. That's, people say the Tesla paint is not very good, but you see I don't have that rubber sticking out on this side, and you can kind of clearly see the edge of the glass over there on that side. Maybe it's hard to see in the video, but it just, I guess, glass is not really flexible. I kind of noticed the growth in the width of this panel gap here. It's smaller at the bottom, larger at the top, but it's not something I was ready to complain about at delivery. And this one seems like even maybe that's a little larger up top, so there's not much you can do about that. And I guess this is lined up pretty well. Trying to see if there's anything else that after a couple of days looks out of whack. And is that corner, does that mean the trunk should go up more? But then that would just pull it away from the taillight more and make it look worse. So I guess that's just what it is. And you look at it, this angle looks a little bit better. Look at this angle, that's sticking out. The differences. But it's fun to drive, which is the important thing. Just learned how to use the full self-driving just last night. But yeah, the worst thing there is that little area on that top left, and I don't think anybody is going to notice that besides me, so keep it to myself.